The Meghalaya Cabinet, on Wednesday, January 11, approved the Meghalaya Tourism Policy 2023, the Meghalaya State Organic and Farming Policy 2023, and the Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission, DREAM. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said that DREAM is part of the state government's endeavor to make Meghalaya a drugs-free state. In our endeavor towards drugs-free Meghalaya, the Cabinet gave its approval to the Drug Reduction, Elimination and Action Mission, DREAM. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma said. The Meghalaya CM added, DREAM is our goal to take up the issues related drug and substance abuse and will incorporate aspects of rehabilitation, counseling, sensitization, etc.
Proper shape and structure to the overall tourism sector, keeping in mind the current situation that is there in the overall sector. Now, what we see is that things are happening in tourism. A lot of things are happening, but then this is not happening in a systematic and structured manner. And the policy is basically meant to give a complete shape to the entire process in which we want the tourism sector to grow. And therefore, we have realized that we need to look at aspects of, say, for example, sustainability. We are seeing that in many parts of the world where we want sustainable tourism to be there are certain guidelines as to how people can visit or should visit certain locations. So, for example, in the Living Root Bridge, is it good to have 1,000 people standing on the bridge every day? Or should it be controlled in some manner? So therefore, the policy will then define and look into these aspects on how to ensure that the sustainability of these kind of aspects. What I told you is just one part of it, but I'm just giving an example. There's going to be many, many aspects to it. So how do we make it sustainable, and how do we make it a responsible tourism? How do we ensure that employment generation and entrepreneurship is achieved? How do we ensure that the local people are involved in the entire process? How do community participate in this aspect? How will the use of technology be to ensure that we're able to promote tourism in the best manner? And also how the different departments will work together to ensure that at the end we are able to really synergize between the different departments and get the maximum output when it comes to the tourism sector in terms of livelihood and in terms of sustainability and all the other aspects that I have mentioned. So this is what this basic tourism policy looks into. And of course, to achieve these ideas and these goals that we have, certain areas will have to be focused on. So for example, we need to focus on creating the right infrastructure in many areas. That means rooms, that means roads, that means public facilities and utilities, so on and so forth. We need to also ensure that we're able to create better circuits, and we're able to improve the overall capacity of the people who are involved in the tourism sector. Say, for example, the drivers who are driving the taxis, or the guides who are guiding the tourist. Shouldn't we have a proper training program for them? Should we have a proper mechanism in which they are certified, maybe, and how they should be interacting with the tourist? So these capacity building aspects need to be looked at. We also need to see how we'll promote tourism as a whole, what kind of programs to have, how to do the marketing and branding, how to see that we'll be looking at the safety of tourists, how to ensure that tourists are safe when they come here, how community can participate in this whole thing. So all these aspects are there. For example, we also don't have certifications, we don't have standards. So for example, a particular, say, a homestay, if it's certified by, say, the government of Meghalaya or by the tourism sector, the tourism directorate,